Check out the link in description box below to get a $1,000 Amazon.com gift card.
Jeremy Corbyn risks climate change activist fury after watering down key target. Jeremy Corbyn today risked activist fury after watering down a commitment to tackling climate change in the Labour Party's 2019 general election manifesto. The party's annual conference in September backed plans to commit Labour to working towards a path to net zero carbon emissions by 2030. But Mr Corbyn's new blueprint for the country only commits to achieve the substantial majority of our emissions reductions by 2030. The less exacting target is unlikely to go down well with climate change campaigners, but will be welcomed by some union chiefs. The latter had urged the Labour leadership to water down the pledge, amid fears that the original one would have forced major job losses, particularly in the energy industry. The manifesto, unveiled by Mr Corbyn at an event in Birmingham this morning, states, Labour will kickstart a green industrial revolution that will create 1 million jobs in the UK to transform our industry, energy, transport, agriculture and our buildings, while restoring nature. Our Green New Deal aims to achieve the substantial majority of our emissions reductions by 2030 in a way that is evidence-based, just, and that delivers an economy that serves the interests of the many, not the few. Despite changing the target, the party's manifesto does have a strong focus on the environment, as Mr Corbyn tries to see off an electoral threat from the Green Party. The manifesto also contains ambitions to put the UK on track for a net zero energy system within the 2030s, and for British food production to reach net zero carbon by 2040, which is in line with the farming sector's plans. Labour's overall pledge on carbon emissions is more ambitious than the Liberal Democrats' commitment for a new legally binding target to reduce net greenhouse gas emissions to zero by 2045, or the Tories' existing 2050 target which became law in the summer. Labour says its plans will be funded through a green transformation fund worth £250 billion. That cash will be used to produce the shift to a green economy, funding renewable energy sources and low-carbon energy. The money would also be spent on making transport more sustainable and to repair damage done to wildlife and the environment. The manifesto also contains a proposal to impose a windfall tax on oil companies to help to cover the costs of climate damage. Labour is also proposing an immediate and permanent ban on fracking. Meanwhile, it confirms previous pledges to upgrade almost all of the UK's 27 million homes to the highest energy efficiency standards and to build thousands of new offshore and onshore wind turbines.
Check out the link in description box below to get a $1,000 Amazon.com gift card.